How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're doing a short little video on how I like to fillet barra. Got a few barra here today. We got one nice one here, got a couple others here, and these are nice, just legal barra up here in the NT, which up here legal is 55 centimeters, and these ones are between like 55 and 58, which are nice, like small school-sized fish that we like to bring home. Got a couple here today. I think this is one of the bigger two. It's going to start by bringing your knife down and have it on a bit of an angle into your scales instead of cutting onto the scales, which is much harder to get in. If you start on an angle back towards the head, get underneath the scales and get down in the meat, and then bring it right down and spin them around. Come up to the top here, spin them scales off the knife. Come up to the top of his shoulder here and just turn your knife sideways and start bringing it back down the top of his fillet. You start slicing your way down, all the way down to his tail. And when you get to the bottom of the fins here, I like to go all the way through. Just make sure you don't go through the underneath the backbone, make sure you're over the top, and then back and just take the tail out. Then come back up to the top of your fillet. Start ease, slowly just working your way down to his backbone. Feel that backbone there. When you get to the backbone, make sure you go over the top and get down in there to get all that meat down the back there. And then you just work your way back up the top here and start bringing it round over the top of your rib cage. You'll see the rib cage is there. Work your way just over the top of your rib cage. And depending, sometimes you can go, depending on how people like, you can either go over the top, or I like to go all the way down at the bottom and get that whole rib cage fillet in there too. Oh, nearly lost him. And that's your barramundi fillet. Right, I'll get this other side off and then we'll skin them. Right, now to skin these fish. To skin them, I like to use a bit longer of a knife and sometimes not quite as sharp, just so you don't go through. But when you're skinning barra, it's quite easy because they've got those big scales. Makes it a bit easier for when you're skinning. So I like to start off right at the back, just make a little chop in, and you sort of get your finger in, hold that fillet down so make sure it doesn't slide. Then you just start working your way down and get a hold on it. Start sliding your knife through. And just make sure on your knife isn't on too much of an angle, otherwise you will chop through your skin. Just keep working your way down. I like to slide my knife and the skin. A lot of people just move the knife or just the skin, but I like to do both. And you get to the end, and there's your skin. And you've got your nice barramundi fillet. You grab the smaller knife just to get a few bones out of him. You can see now a bit of blood in the back. I like to bleed my barra too because they are quite a bloody fish sometimes. So we'll get in here, and you can see the bloodline here, and you've got a lot of bones that come like off of the spine in here. So if you go just on either side of your backbone there, through that bloodline, just on this side, just on that side, you'll feel in there's a lot of little bones up in that little bit of blood and meat there. Just bring it back a little bit there, and then you can feel in here, depending if you went over your rib cage or not, you might have some bones in there, but we're pretty good on that one. Yeah, and that's a nice little barra fillet. Do these other ones, get the skin off and debone them and start cryovacuuming. Alright, so we're going to cryovac these little fresh barra fillets up here. So first of all, on my cryovac bags, I like to write obviously what fish it is and the date of everything, so you know how old your fish is in the freezer. Right on this one. Make sure your bags aren't wet when you write on them, because you will wet your bags very easily. That's the date. 25th of June. 5th of Then grab these barra fillets. Should be alright to just go to make sure they're nice and flat. Over here at our cryovac. Oh, need power first. See, it'll start to suck all the air out. Alright, so we've got our fresh cryovac bar up, and one thing I want to say too is you got to make sure when you're catching your fish you look after them, kill them quickly, get them straight on ice and look after them really well. You see people with fish not icing them and sort of just leaving the fish out on the deck and stuff like that, and they're just wondering why they don't taste very good. If you just look after your fish very well, when you get back make sure you cryovac them and just do everything properly. Just helps preserve and make your fish taste a whole lot better. Alright everyone, that's the end of today's video. I really hope you did enjoy, and I hope it helped a few people out. I'm going to try doing some more how-to videos like this in the future, so if you want to see more, stick around, subscribe if you're not already, leave a comment, leave a like, really appreciate it. Cheers for watching, and we'll see you next time.